Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Please give this video a thumbs up to help the channel grow. Universal Channeling. Channeling the conscious universe for the new world consciousness. Mike Quinsey, Channeling His Higher Self, December 1, 2023. We wish we could let you see the future as it will be after you have dealt with the current difficulties that seem to have no end in sight. We guide events along a path that leads to a reasonable conclusion without extending the current problems that threaten an escalation. Certainly the people have had enough of confrontation, and urge the governments to get together for the benefit of all countries and promote world peace. You shall see a strong push towards a peaceful settlement of all differences. It must come, even if you have to wait until much later in your lives. There are powerful pockets of light all over your planet, and you may be assured their presence is being felt. Meantime, the negative forces still try to achieve their objectives, but time has run out for them, and try as much as they like, they cannot achieve their aim for world control. Their mentality is to fight until the last, even although they are aware their plan is falling to pieces. In the long run they get away with nothing and will eventually have to answer for their actions to greater powers than those that exist upon Earth. Harsh lessons are being learned all around, and not without good reason, and many souls are serving out their time to ensure that they can move on, and not have to experience further in the lower vibrations. If you are, so to say, going through it, remember that nothing of importance happens without good reason. Once lessons are learned they will never have to be experienced again, so deal with your karma bearing that in mind. They are tests to allow you another chance of overcoming your weak points and know that you were helped all of the way. Each life is a stepping stone to a greater one where you will be virtually free from the attention of the dark forces. They, and their masters have aimed to literally keep you in the dark, and unaware of the light that is your pathway to freedom. Once you raise your vibrations by shaking off the lower energies, you will raise your own, and be well on the path of light. You will grow in confidence and never look back, having found your true path. You will have such control over your emotions you will not be drawn to the lower vibrations again. Indeed, you could go anywhere knowing that you are in full control of them. It is the peaceful level that you seek, and is a lot easier to achieve than you may think. Every soul has helpers, and as you evolve so you are given one more evolved to lead you on even further. It is the reason for life so that you can keep on evolving through dimension after dimension to the ultimate that is the Godhead. You are on the first rung of the ladder and at this stage have no need to concern yourself with the different levels except where they are immediately linked with your spiritual progress. The truth about life is so much grander than you could imagine, and in no real way like your present experiences. However, you will learn of the future levels when it is appropriate. Nothing is really beyond your reach when your spiritual growth continues to move ever onwards. You are far greater soul than you imagine you are at present, but just a soul dressed up to play out the role upon Earth that has been designated for you. One that answers your needs with the goal always being tied to your spiritual advancement. It is why each incarnation is so important, as it is planned to give you the experiences you need to grow. Over millennia of time you have slowly progressed, and kept knowledge so that at any time it may be used to your advantage. Now you can understand why it is so important to discuss your future lives with your spiritual mentor. Life is in no way a waste of time, it is very valuable, and each of you are equipped with the necessary knowledge to make use of it in a way that lifts you up. Think of the number of people around you all working out their life plan with very few having the awareness of its meaning, and tending to be dragged along by circumstances that seem to be beyond their control. You are obviously playing a part in other souls' lives, but often, as you might call it, a bit part, often of no real consequence. Families are a typical example where all types of influence are experienced that help form your character, and often you are with the same souls as they work together in future incarnations. Trying to unravel the ins and outs of life is difficult, but be assured it does work because it is planned that way. When you have need of perhaps special advice or help, spirit, arrange a meeting with someone who can help you or in whatever way is appropriate for you. Some of your experiences are through visual occurrences in which you may not be necessarily involved. You live and learn in so many ways, and life is one continual experience that throws up many opportunities to be kind and helpful to other people. Help those with genuine problems and know that where you do so it is also helping you to evolve. Never judge another soul, simply because you do not know their background or reason for a precise incarnation. Obviously there is a process of learning that possibly differs from one soul to another. You cannot know how old a soul really is, but once they have raised their vibrations they will always seem to be more relaxed, gentle and wise. They often give their lives freely to those in need, asking nothing in return, and it is not unusual to find them in groups with a similar aims in life to help other people. They are born with the right background and experience to achieve so much for those in need or spiritual guidance. If you have ambitions to join a group giving a service to others, you will not have to look too far, as there are many that do sterling work and ask little in return. If you feel impelled to start out on your own, and perhaps start a group, it is likely that your guides will help you and enable you to meet the right people who can be of assistance, and such events are often pre-planned in readiness for your awakening. The unseen help is always there if needed, but you will not always get what you think you need, unless it is already a part of the pre-life plan laid out for you. Your main choices will have already been made when your life plan was drawn up, prior to incarnation. I leave you with love and blessings, and may the light brighten your days and path to completion. This message comes through my higher self, my God self, and every soul has the same connection to God. In love and light. Mike Quinsey. Website, treeofthegoldenlight.com